It's God who is supplying your needs and giving you abundantly. Right? So God should receive of our blessing in verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Talk about merchandise. Talk about the commodity here. Blessed is the man that findeth wisdom and getteth understanding. It's the comparison to gold and silver, they're not even close. We need to find God as God for the kind of a wisdom that we need to make good decisions in this world. And the understanding, to understand His way, to understand our place in this world. It is a good thing to have. We need to reset. We need to reset our focus on things that are lasting. We need to. You see what the instruction here? Happy is the man that findeth wisdom. Seek it. Search for it. It won't just come to you. You got to find it. And with wisdom, you can get understanding. Just keep adding to it. This is what God gave to Solomon. And with that, you can have everything. You can have God in your life. And God can bless you with so many things in this life. As He did with Abraham. Right? Abraham was a very rich man. Daniel was a man with wisdom. So was a young man called Joseph. Wisdom. Always seek God's way. Even when things were thrown to him, he looked at it and said, no way. God's way is the best way. Jesus says in Matthew 6 and verse 9, this is where we need to reset our focus. Reset. Jesus said in verse 19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Is he saying it's wrong to invest your money? Is he saying it's wrong to invest in a business? Or to invest in your children? No, he's not saying that. But we can lose everything here if that's all, or if we focus only on things on this earth. We can lose it all. Many people have lost millions because of the financial crisis we went through recently. And if some of you here have lost anything, I know. I heard of members say, I've lost so much money in this investment, but I still have God. You see, I have two places that I invest. I invest in these earthly things just to get by, but I invest in heavenly things as well. So I'm satisfied. I'm not happy that I lost this, but I'm satisfied knowing that these earthly things will go away anyways. I can't travel with it. I heard that. Verse 20 of the same chapter, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. Nothing that corrupt or abomination can enter that place that Jesus has prepared for us. He wants us to invest our time and our lives in it. Invest in it. The return will be eternal. Eternal. We'll have. Guess what He's given us? He says in Matthew 5, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. We read in Psalms that we will enjoy the abundance of peace. This whole world is seeking for peace. But they cannot find peace in the situation that the world is in today. Even if a person that is rich and felt a sense of security with their riches, now they're all worried that with this kind of a demonstration of problems that are going on, who knows? Who knows how far this may go? Jesus is saying in verse 21, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." So, if we only focus on things on this earth, then our heart will be set on it. And I'm saying to you that we need to reset our focus. We need to take a look at our lives, look at how spoiled we are. We really need to see how spoiled we are. And one way you can do that is when you go home, as you open the door, take a look around and look at all the stuff that we have. All right? And all the things we could probably do without. Am I saying to go and get rid of these? I'm not saying that. But to the many that are complaining and just so unhappy with life, need to take a look at their own lives. We need to take a look at our own lives. Jesus is saying in verse, Jesus continued to speak on that chapter, right? And he talked about the birds and the grass of the field and the flowers and how beautiful they are. God gives them a body. God feeds the birds that do not labor for the food. And when Jesus talked about the flower of the field, he said his comparison was Solomon. In all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. See? If God takes care of the things that will be put in the oven and the things that do not have an expectation of life after death, how much more will he take care of us if we trust in him? God's people don't go begging. God's people are always cared for. He always satisfies their longings, satisfies their need. Verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these, if you read that chapter 6, he said, all these things shall be added unto you. Jesus wants us to have total faith in God's provision. We know that the situation that is going on in the world today, we expect it. The Word of God already tells us that these things will happen. The nations will be angry. Okay? So, this is not news for us. When we see these things happening, when we see earthquakes and disasters in different places in the world, we take comfort in the Word of God. Because the Bible tells us that these things will happen. So our hope is that those that do not know about this great book, there are many secular books written that can tell you how to deal with today's problem. And I tell you, a lot of them are written by people that were in position to fix the problem. And when they get out of office, all of a sudden, they have the formula. The formula is right here in this Bible. We can find the formula for our problem. It doesn't matter what kind of a problem we may have, whether it's family, financial, work, unhappiness, if we're looking for peace, we can find it here. And so, because of the comfort that we find in this book, which I encourage you to read. I was telling my wife about a book this morning, And I said to her, well, you know me, I read half of the book and I know the end, so I never get to the end of it. But this book, there's so much here for us. Jesus is saying here, his words in this book, seek first the kingdom of God. Reset your focus. Reset your priorities. If we can do that, if we all can do that, if the people that are unhappy with their lives can reset their focus and seek God first, they will have a better outlook on life. They will view things a little different. Not think that everybody is greedy, that is rich. Not all the rich are rich by greed. Some of them are, but not all. Some people are honestly on their riches. The next verse says, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Can you imagine? Aren't we just happy for today? Let God take care of tomorrow. It's amazing how God views tomorrow. Tomorrow, we look at tomorrow, at sundown today, right? Another day begins. But the Bible tells us that a day to God is like 1,000 years. So God is not just looking in, when He's taking care of us, He looked way beyond the sunset and the day following. He looked beyond our immediate need. He will take care of the immediate need, but He will also prepare a way for us in the future. I say to you today, brethren, that the people that are on the street fighting against the prosperous and those that are rich out there do not have what we have. We are offering it to them as Jesus offered it to us. It is free. It doesn't cost us a thing to invest in heavenly things. Lay treasures in heaven. Accept Jesus Christ today. We have more than they think we do. We are very prosperous. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the humble. Blessed are those that will follow Jesus Christ, for they shall inherit the earth. God bless you.
Amen.